Driving on rough roads can be challenging and risky. You need to prepare your vehicle well before you hit the road. Here are some tips to help you out. Check your tires. Make sure they are inflated to the recommended pressure by the manufacturer. You can find this information in your owner's manual or on a label on the driver's side door frame. Underinflated or overinflated tires can affect your handling and fuel efficiency. Also, inspect your tires for any damage, such as cuts, punctures, bulges, or cracks. If you find any, take your vehicle to a tire service professional. You may also want to consider installing snow tires or off-road tires for better grip and traction on slippery or uneven surfaces. Check your windshield. A small chip or crack can quickly turn into a major problem, especially if you encounter rough terrain or inclement weather. To prepare your car for a road trip, consider scheduling a windshield repair service to fix any damage and ensure that your windshield is strong and secure. Check your fluids. Make sure you have enough oil, coolant, brake fluid, windshield washer fluid, and transmission fluid in your vehicle. These fluids are essential for your engine, brakes, transmission, and visibility. You can check them yourself or take your vehicle to a mechanic for a quick inspection. Check your lights. Make sure all your lights are working properly, including headlights, taillights, brake lights, turn signals, and hazard lights. You may need to replace some bulbs or fuses if they are not functioning well. Having good lighting is important for your safety and visibility on rough roads. Check your emergency kit. Make sure you have an emergency kit in your vehicle that contains items such as a charged cell phone, jumper cables, flashlight, first aid kit, water, snacks, blankets, tools, and a spare tire. You never know when you may encounter a breakdown or an accident on rough roads. Having an emergency kit can help you deal with any situation. By following these tips, you can prepare your vehicle for the rough road conditions and enjoy a safe and smooth road trip. Whiteshell Highway is not only the worst road in Manitoba, but also a dangerous place to encounter wildlife or road hazards. In this section, I will give you some tips on how to survive these situations. First of all, you should always check the road conditions before you travel to Whiteshell. You can use Manitoba 511 website or app to see if there are any closures, detours, or floods. Highway 307, which runs through Whiteshell Provincial Park, is often flooded or damaged by weather and erosion. You should avoid driving on this highway if possible, or be prepared to face delays and risks. Secondly, you should always drive with caution and respect the speed limits. Whiteshell Highway is full of curves, hills, and narrow lanes. You never know what might be around the corner, such as a fallen tree, a pothole, a rockslide, or a wild animal. You should also watch out for other vehicles, especially large trucks or trailers that might take up more space on the road. Thirdly, you should always be aware of the wildlife that lives in Whiteshell. You might see beavers, swans, grouse, woodpeckers, deer, moose, bears, wolves, or even a homicide suspect on the loose. You should never feed or approach any wild animal, as they might be aggressive or unpredictable. If you see an animal on the road, slow down and honk your horn to scare it away. If the animal does not move, wait patiently until it does, or try to drive around it carefully. Do not get out of your car or try to chase it away. Finally, you should always have an emergency kit in your car when you travel to Whiteshell. You should have items such as a first aid kit, a flashlight, a fire extinguisher, a blanket, a whistle, a cell phone charger, and some food and water. You should also have a spare tire and a jack in case you get a flat tire. If you get into an accident or break down on the road, you should stay in your car and call for help. Do not try to fix your car yourself or walk to find help. You might get lost or encounter more dangers. Whiteshell Highway is a challenging and risky road to drive on. But if you follow these tips, you might be able to endure it and enjoy the beauty of Whiteshell Provincial Park.